My mother slapped me at my wedding. I sat on a couch in the bridal suite, wiping my sweaty hands on my white dress as I stared at Mom's hopeful face. "What?" I whispered. Mom smiled slightly. "Your brother Grant wants to know if he can call you later," she repeated. "He has something important to tell you?" My hands began shaking and my heart was racing in my chest. I shook my head quickly as fear filled me. "No," I said firmly. "I don't want to talk to him." Mom shot me a strange look as if she knew something I didn't. "Talk to your brother," she ordered. My knee began bouncing and I couldn't stop it. Of course, she had to talk about this when I'm about to get married. Dad poked his head into the suite with a bright smile on his face. "You ready?" he asked. I let out a deep breath and forced a bright smile on my face before standing and turning to face him. "Yes," I said calmly. "Let's go." Dad walked me down the aisle and I met my fiancée, Ty, at the front of the tent where the ceremony was taking place. We smiled for the cameras and exchanged vows, rings, and kisses. The ceremony was gorgeous and perfect, but I couldn't stop thinking about Grant and what he wanted. I was 12 when I caught him assaulting a teenage girl. He was an adult at the time, 19 years old. I will never forget the girl's screams. I had to get help. So I turned my brother in as much as it pained me. I looked up to Grant. He was my hero, but then he became the villain the day he hurt someone for no reason, and he was the only one who knew I turned him in. Our parents have no idea, and I dread the day they find out. We headed into the reception area after changing into more comfortable clothes. I noticed my mom was crying during the ceremony, but I assumed they were happy tears. Then during the reception, she wouldn't look at me, and Dad looked sick to his stomach. Something was going on. Then my phone buzzed in my purse, and I pulled it out to find the prison calling. Sweat dripped from my forehead as my hand shook so violently I almost dropped my phone. Hesitant, I answered the call and put the phone to my ear. "Hello," I whispered. "Hello, sissy?" Grant's deep voice came through the speaker loudly. Ty, my new husband, paused in his talk with one of his cousins, turning to give me his full attention with a concerned look on his face. "What do you want, Grant?" I demanded, proud of my voice for not shaking. He laughed in a low tone. "My dear sister, you are about to lose everything," he hissed. "I'm finally getting my revenge on you." I was starting to panic. "What are you talking about?" "Our parents," he answered, "and they know everything now." Then he laughed like a crazy person and hung up, leaving me alone with my racing thoughts. I glanced at our parents in shock, but Mom refused to meet my gaze, and Dad was glaring at me harshly. I made my way towards them and sighed. I couldn't let him get away with it. I tried to explain. Mom jerked her head up to stare at me with a cold expression on her. "You sold out your brother for what?" she hissed. "To save some stranger." I stared at her with wide eyes. "Your son hurt someone?" I said softly. "He could have killed her. I caught them." So, yes, as a 12-year-old, I was going to get help from someone who could stop him. "Why?" Mom demanded. I couldn't believe she wasn't getting the point. "Because you would have encouraged his behavior instead of punishing him for it." I snapped loudly, drawing the attention of everyone around us.